Hey there, viewers, and welcome back. Today we're going to take a look at removing the connecting rods. So the rod cap is actually matched to the specific rod when the piece was made. Okay, so if I interchange the caps between the two rods or the caps between somebody else's engine, the perfect circle that is the throw of the crankshaft, the big end on the crankshaft, or rather on the rod, will become an oval, and you will have no go. Things will not turn. It's just going to be absolutely miserable. So considering this is a brand new engine, I'm sure things are stamped somewhere. I'm going to put my own stamp on those, each individual rod, while I do this. So we're going to actually stamp jug number 2 first, and then we'll do jug number 1 last. When we assemble, we'll go back together the opposite way. We want to put such a unique mark that we can't flip the cap around and that we can't mix the cap to a different connecting rod, you know, within reason. Here comes your tattoo, folks. I'm just going to put 2 little ticks because this goes to jug 2. Alright, at this point, should be able to take our 10 mil in lefty-loosey mode. Just casually reach inside. Break them guys loose. A little bit limited working room. You could, I suppose, stamp a number on them too, if you want to. Just be super careful not to cut yourself. FYI, things are really sharp, so. But whatever works so that you don't mess up the orientation and the correct rod with the correct cap. So I just stick the bolt in it a little bit, and usually you can push down or something and you can grab that cap. I see these have dowel pins in them, which is a really nice. Dude, these have removable bearing shells. Hopefully you can see that. That is incredible. I've never seen that on a small engine like this before. That is a really nice touch. We're just going to leave those in. That is a really nice touch. Color me impressed. Anyway, we're going to push this piston without dumping the bearing shell out of it either. We're going to push this piston all the way up to top dead center. That is probably going to be somewhat of a challenge. Okay, I think we have it. Yep, there it is. So that's out of our way. And then we're just going to do the exact same tattoo business with rod number 1. Push that guy all the way up until it hits top, then flip the engine back over. Well, you got it, folks. That is your rod caps. So the thing that is unique, and again, each cap is unique in the way that it goes on orientation wise. I do see, like I said earlier, that they stamp the serial number into the cap, so maybe that's how they're doing the identification. I am not sure. I do know the pistons and the rods are very much directional in these, but going back to the split washer, the cool thing is, split bearing, the cool thing is when you rebuild this engine, because I'm seeing a lot of recyclability in it, you can turn the crankshaft and get that remachined back to being perfectly round, and then you can buy, more than likely, I haven't checked the parts list, you can buy thicker bearings. So you'll be back to the perfect correct tolerances from Honda. When you go together with them, they're pretty easy to install. Just make sure that you line up the little notch. Hopefully you can see this. My focus pulling assistant is unavailable today. and then just kind of smash them together, and that's all there is to it. The sides are directional because you can kind of tell that there's an offset, so make sure you get the right one in the right slot. You can't pull the crankshaft out of the engine right now because the rods are hanging down. Our next step, just like the GX 530, is we got to pull the jugs off. So the GX 530 did not have these, so this is kind of nice. This is a very nice touch. I am very impressed. Maybe you can't tell. Not a sponsor. Thanks, Honda.